In this video, I would like to talk about a strategy called take another student down with you. And although that sounds like a pretty rough around the edges strategy, it actually is quite fun and it does foster that peer collaboration and that feeling of um, rewarding a student that may not typically get a chance to be rewarded. Now, for this, you do need to purchase something, although they are fairly inexpensive. Here I have a Velcro dartboard in all its glory. This one came with darts that are Velcro as well as the balls. Typically, I see these with the Velcro balls quite often. And you have to modify it slightly. So what you would do is you would put those little garage sale sticky circles in each one with the student's name. Perhaps in the middle you could have all students, maybe a certain table, all boys, all girls, individual names all the way around. It doesn't matter what you do with it as long as you have all students have chances to win on here. And what you would do then is you would make an announcement beginning of class that we're doing the take a student down with you strategy, and you would have this hanging somewhere in the room. Now, if you see a student doing something exceptionally well, or being a model citizen in the classroom, or following expectations, or completing some kind of criteria you set up in advance, you could call that student up to take a student down with him or her. Now, in that moment, what happens is they are getting the reinforcer. This could be a student that typically is always, doing a great job anyway, or it could be a student that is going above and beyond their typical performance. That student then would then throw one of the Velcros at this board to see if they can get to stick to one of the areas. Obviously, this might be that all the class wins, so that's bullseye. But maybe they hit somewhere else where another student that maybe at any given time, doesn't get reinforced or isn't always the best student, they have an opportunity to win too. Now, you might say that's not fair. They weren't doing the behavior anyway, but it does create a positive peer interaction between two people, and it does make the student feel as if they always have a chance to win, even if they feel at this point in their educational career that they really don't ever win at anything. Now, the flip side of doing this would be to actually give the student a chance that typically does not win or does not ever get reinforced positively in the classroom, a chance to come up here and then be the hero for the class. I mean, imagine a student that struggles all the time, never does quite so well with behavior, really can't self-regulate, but that student for this moment comes up, throws it, rewards another student. That's going to create a positive social interaction between that student that typically has trouble and a student whose name they hit on the board. Also, it might make them feel a bit like a hero, which a lot of these kiddos don't feel like heroes very often when it comes to classroom activities. So it creates a lot of nice opportunities. It is kind of exciting. It is engaging. Everybody wants to be a student to go up there and throw it and be that hero. I find this also works exceptionally well too when we talk about kids who are a little bit older, because you really get to be like the center of attention. Some of that egocentric behavior kind of comes back. But again, it is one of those things where you get to take the stage for a moment, and that doesn't happen for a lot of kiddos very often. So take a student down with you. This costs about $4 or $5 on Amazon, not too much, but once you have one, it's a great thing to do every once in a while to kind of perk up the class a little bit and to engage some kids in some positive social interaction.